So, Ayala, Umo Biafra Nala, Ayala Nalanso, Umbano Kailawa, I can't put your one. I can't put your one. We are unstoppable. We are indefatigable. The 14 states of Biafra. One. Ayana. Chidere. Oh, de Goya. Chidera in Biafra. Ayala wala. Mandino no bodo Igbo. Mandino na Nigeria. Mandino na mbo wozo di chiche. Obi kadawala. Ana banyu nugu na ndida. Okay. Ona nye erugo. Webongo. 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 Eligwe de wongo. Aha. Ayapo. Ayapo. Ana maria. Yeah. Now so. Baya ba. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, sugar. Now so we don't do am. Papa Jimmy amayo. Mama bara megwa. Mayo. Umaka umu Biafra mama. Anya nanu. Oboro mayo. Oboro para ina nkwa. Ekena. O tito di na basiki igwe. Ege tito ka bi amura. Onye na-etinye ụzọ, ebe ụzọ na-adịghị. Odumala. Biafra, omen, ụna.
Na-eme n'ụbọchị nketa obodo kwensu bụ zuu Naijiria. Lekwa Naijiria ma dọsa ya Chineke nnadị ngozi. Onye ọbụla na-ekpe ekpere ka Naijiria wee wuru ofu nna nke Brgie ndị dị etu a wee laa ha n'iyi. Chineke nna kiwe biko bịa ka iwe kpọọ ha ọkụ kpọọ ezinụlọ ha ọkụ ka ha ra agbanyeghị ndị ha bụ ọbụladị ndị ụkọchukwu onye ọbụla mehụrụ ọnụ ma kulie wee sị na ọ ga-adịrị Naijiria na mma ọ ga-adịrị onye ahụ na mma na ezinụlọ na mma site gosi wee na-eme n'ụbọchị nketa obodo kwensu bụ zuu Naijiria. Lekwa Naijiria ma dọsa ya Chineke nnadị ngozi. Onye ọbụla na-ekpe ekpere ka Naijiria wee wuru ofu nna nke Brgie ndị dị etu a wee laa ha n'iyi. Chineke nna kiwe biko bịa ka iwe kpọọ ha ọkụ ezinụlọ ha ọkụ ka ha ra agbanyeghị ndị ha bụ Already ndo kochukwu onye ọwụla mehụrụ ọnụ ma kulie wee sị na ọ ga-adị Nigeria na mma.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us on today's program. I appreciate everyone that has connected to this program wherever you are connecting from. I thank you and I say may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect every one of you that have supported this program. Like and share this program to all platforms. Like and share to family and friends. Share this program so that everyone will get the information as it is coming. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are today, wherever you are, I want you to pay attention to what is happening. Look around you. Just look around you. Look around you. You will see that the zoo has ended. All you need to do is to pay attention and look around you. Look left, right, and center. Everywhere you are going to see the signs that the zoo has ended.
Has fallen. The zoo has fallen. Finally, the zoo has fallen. If you do not know that the zoo has fallen, check around yourself. Check around you.
This world is a very strong world. Check around yourself. You will see that the zoo has fallen. There is nothing remaining. There is nothing remaining. With the emergence of Donald Trump today, you can see that the zoo can no longer hold. When we come and we say that the zoo has ended, people don't understand it. Some people think we are just making noise or we talk because we want to talk. But that is not true. The zoo has actually ended in all ramifications, in all fronts. That is why today, even people in that same zoological republic that are serving outside the zoo, they have denied and they don't want to have anything to do with the zoo. We saw our Oduduwa sister who they wanted to come and join them in their zoological republic criminality. The Oduduwa lady was approached to come and join the Nigerian zoological government in their evil. She is in the UK and she said she will never associate herself with the corruption, the evil entity called Zoological Republic. The tribal bigot, Abike Dabiri, was the one that they sent. The one they called the Minister for Diaspora. Abike Dabiri, the tribal bigot that has nothing to offer except hatred, tribalism. She went and approached that decent Oduduwa lady that is serving in the UK Parliament, and she says she has nothing to do with the zoo. And nobody should force her to identify with the zoo. My fellow Biafrans, are you going to blame her? Of course. What she did is what every right-thinking person will do. There is no right-thinking and sensible person today that will try to associate himself or herself with the Zoological Republic. The zoo has nothing to offer you. The zoo have nothing to offer. The only thing they have to offer you is hatred. The only thing they have to offer you is attack. The only thing they have to offer you is failure. The only thing they have to offer you is backwardness. There is nothing else the zoo can offer you. Wherever you are, I want you to understand that as we speak today, there is only one way for the redemption of mankind in Africa and in the zoo. If you care about the indigenous people in that contraption, the time is now. It is time. It is time for you to deassociate yourself from anything that has to do with the zoo. It is time to distance yourself from the Zoological Republic. This is a criminal entity that the only project they have is to destroy life and property. The only project the zoo have is to perpetrate evil, to scam people and to defraud people. That is the only thing the zoo has to offer. That is why we will end it. The Biafran people are going to end it with the emergence of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. everything that has to do with the zoological republic is going to end. We are going to end it. We end it once and for all and throw the key away. Anybody that tries to represent or associate himself to the zoo will be equally discarded. Wherever you are and you try to associate yourself with the zoo, we will discard you. Today, we are in a time where the only thing that matters is the restoration of independent state of Biafra. Our Supreme Lamazen Nandekano told them that it is too late. It is too late to begin to negotiate. It is too late to begin to cry. It is too late for anybody to wake up and think that you are going to deceive Biafrans. We can never be deceived. Not anymore. No matter who you are, no matter your propaganda and your blackmail, no matter your attacks, no matter who sent you and where you are sent from, you will never, ever succeed in deceiving Biafrans anymore. Biafran people can never be deceived. We can never be distracted. We can never be deceived. No matter who the enemies are, no matter their plans, we will never allow them to succeed. Not in this lifetime, not in the lifetime to come. The evil of the Janjaweed is very, very open. And the whole world have seen their evil. And we will not allow that evil to continue to progress. We will not allow the evil of the Janjaweed to continue to succeed. Today, as we speak, they are attacking innocent Biafrans. They are taking innocent life. They are committing genocide in Biafran territory. And we will not have it. We will not allow them to continue to perpetrate evil in our territory. We are going to fight them with everything in us. We will fight them with everything in us. We will fight them with everything inside us. And we are going to defeat them. My fellow Biafrans, you must prepare for what is coming. And I want you to listen to this message.
My fellow Biafrans, I welcome all of you this evening to France on this My fellow Biafrans, I welcome all of you this evening to France on this France Town Hall meeting and the France tour. A lot is going on in our land, and of course, we have to defend ourselves any day, anytime. Nigeria terrorist government have come with a lot of propaganda. When you demonstrate that you are ready to fight for your freedom, they profile you. They call you criminals, they call you terrorists, they call you all manner of names. The reason for that is to demoralize you. And we must not fall for that. My fellow Biafrans, I call on you this evening, do not allow the names they call you today to demoralize you. We're remembering what Nigeria did to over 3 million Biafra children through starvation. Yet, the world, as at then, wanted us to move on. 50 years later, after recounting the numbers of Biafrans that died or should have been avoided, we are all here today for not just a revenge, but to finish what our fathers started. And of course, the most important of it all is to destroy Nigeria, the evil Nigeria entity, to destroy it. Nigeria is a terrorist state, and after destroying it, we will liberate our people through a process that has begun. The liberation of Biafra from Nigeria will restore peace, stability in our region. It will also end the upsurge of terrorists and piracy in the Gulf of Coast of Guinea, and of course beyond. The liberation of Biafra from Nigeria will restore peace and stability. Do not let the corrupt and criminal politicians to deceive you into believing supporting your own freedom is a crime, irrespective of our approach to restoring Biafra. I want to remind all of us, in 1776, the United States separated from the United Kingdom by declaration. Today, they are the world power. In 1830, Belgium separated from Netherlands. Today, they are one of the most powerful countries in Europe, both of the countries. In 1965, Singapore separated from Malaysia. Today, they have transformed into global financial hub. as a result of the separation. Why is it that when we call for separation, Nigeria and their criminals will be calling us terrorists? Don't fall for it. The past separation has led to the upsurge of economic development in the case of India and Pakistan, Norway, Denmark, Switzerland. Each of these separation has led to the upsurge of economic and development. In 2002, East Timor separated from Indonesia. In 1921, Ireland separated from the United Kingdom. Today, they are one of the powerful countries we have. In 1944, Iceland separated from Denmark, demonstrating that nations can part away without violence. Why do you kill Biafrans whenever we say we are fed up of Nigeria? In Nigeria, where you have dangerous diversity, in Nigeria, where you have the northern part of Nigeria practicing Islamic State, practicing Islamic Sharia law, and they have different culture, different laws, different rules, different everything. And with that kind of mentality and setup, we can never develop as a nation. That is the reason we call for the separate state, and of course for independent state for Biafra. Apart from the killings, genocide against our people, and jihad. In 1905, Norway and Sweden separated and goes their separate ways. Today, they are one of the most powerful countries in Europe because of the separation. In 1947, India and Pakistan separated. The list can go on and on and on. And when they want to tell you about Africa, they use Sudan to give you example. Biafra can never be Sudan. Biafrans are scattered all over the world, developing their countries of residence, making impact in governance and policy making. Sudan was never like that. Apart from that, we have a history. Democracy started from Biafra, and Nigeria continued to suppress us, enslave us, subjugate us into what we are today, destroying our sensibility and our sense of reasoning. Nigeria continued to enslave our people, enslave our future, and our progress. Today, in the same Nigeria, when the Biafra people try to rise through their business enterprises, Nigeria system will destroy it. They destroy it in Lagos, they destroy it in Kano, they destroy it in Kaduna, they destroy it in different parts of Nigeria. And in a system like that, you will all be diminishing until they wipe us in the surface of the earth. The only way to preserve our culture, value system, and save our life from extinction is a complete separate state. Exit from Nigeria, which the process has begun. My fellow Biafrans, today we have given a very serious warning to those threatening Biafrans about the Nigeria protest. We have absolutely nothing to do with the Nigeria protest. We are Biafrans, we don't validate Nigeria. But if any Biafran is victimized for Nigeria protesting, we have assured them we will weaponize every person who cares to carry arms for self-defense. The weaponization of these protesters, any Biafran has been killed, will start from Lagos and Abuja. We will weaponize every protesters that cares to carry arms for self-defense. I rest my case. This is a warning to those threatening Biafrans as Nigeria are planning to protest. We have nothing to do with it.
The evil of the zoo is overwhelming and clear. And you have heard the report of our Prime Minister. Wherever you are, we are in a new stage. At this stage, the zoo will never go without a fight. Even as we speak, they are still in Biafran territory, threatening, moving around in Biafra land with their armor tank, bombing market in Biafra land. In case you don't know, there is war going on in Biafran territory, even as we speak.
See them. Here when the army, Conde DSS. Amade Mawanda me de ha Conde DSS. Ha pa kala na ka chara. Ori ki be ha jere ụzọ agade. Ha gbapụtazie. This thing is happening live in a culture. On a happening live in a culture. On a life and direct. Table 22nd Monday sit at home. Kahabu Amodka na gare na wari na kachara Tabu 22nd of July 2024. Leka Habanabia. Leka Hanabia. Leka Hanabia.
When we talk about the war going on in Biafra land, you don't understand. This was a video that was taken in July, and as of today, they are still coming. This is what is happening in Biafran territory, and nobody is reporting it. But the data we can get, we will report. Every Biafra must stay strong. It is because of this kind of videos that are seen that the Liberation Army today are equipped. That is why the Liberation Army will not look back. They have killed us in the past, and it can no longer happen. We will not tolerate it anymore. We will never tolerate anymore the loss of life of Biafrans, the intimidation of Biafrans, the atrocities against Biafrans. We will never, ever allow that anymore. They have done it when they did it, and they did it without our consent. It will never happen. We will never tolerate that. Anyone that is going to stand on our way to push us down and put us back to this very calamity, the person will go down with it. That person will go down with it. Every one of us must be up and doing. You must be focused. Do not allow any distraction. They are going to try to distract you. Do not allow. My fellow Biafrans, we are preparing for the restoration of independent state of Biafra. As we are preparing, we are getting ready for the convention that is coming up in Finland. That convention is going to be massive. It is going to be massive. Every one of us who is opportune to be there, prepare yourself to be there on 29th of this month until 3rd. Biafrans are going to be coming from all over the world to Lati, Finland. Diplomats are going to be flying in from across the world. Delegates are going to be flying in from across the world. And I bet you it will be a different ballgame. Today, our Prime Minister is going to come online on space. Our Prime Minister is coming live on space by 4 p.m. Biafran time. 4 p.m. Biafran time. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. I am going to stream it here by the grace of Chukwu Okabiama by 4 p.m. Biafran time. Our Prime Minister is going to come online and is going to speak to Biafra. We have about some minutes now to them. About some minutes. Only some minutes. In some minutes' time, our Prime Minister is going to come online. And by the special grace of Chukwu Okabiama, I am going to turn over there so that we can hear from our Prime Minister on space. He is coming to clarify some things. You know, our Prime Minister, every time he comes out, it's always to deliver a message and tell us how far he has gone, how far we are gone, and what to expect. So every one of us should connect. Don't fail to connect. You must have to connect. A lot has happened. This is not 1967. We are going to correct every wrong in the past. And we have learned. We learned from those who have failed. In this era, Biafran government will never fail. I want you to hear this from our eternal leader, Dim Njoku.
Biafra.
Every one of us must stay strong. Any distraction that is coming, it doesn't matter where they are bringing it from. Do not pay attention. Don't allow the wants of the enemy to distract you. Don't allow the propaganda of the enemy to distract you. They are going to say anything they like. They are going to push all manner of propaganda. Never give up. Continue to be focused. They have committed so many grievous crimes against Mazen Nandekano. Our supreme leader, he must be released. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they think. We cannot be part of this idiotic entity called Nigeria. We are no longer part of it. We will never, ever be part of it anymore. No matter what they do, no matter their propaganda, no matter their blackmail, the Biafrans are walking away from this zoological republic. We are no longer part of it. I want you to hear this.
Is the question. Why is it that the Europeans are afraid of other countries within Africa, may follow up the breakup of Nigeria, and they would want to break up and form their own country. I want you people to ask yourself, why are they thinking like this? Because I have come across a lot of arguments where somebody will say, okay, they want to maintain Nigeria so that, because they are afraid. According to them, during the 1967-1970 Biafra, the issue was that if Biafra, succeeded in breaking away from Nigeria, other African countries will want to follow suit. Now, I ask again, why are they afraid of that? My people, it is not about natural resources. Some people say they are afraid to lose natural resources. It is not afraid to lose natural resources. No. Of course, business is part of it. Business is part of it, which natural resources is also one of the factors. But this is not the issue. The issue here is not about the natural resources. Because anyhow, they are still going to have access to these natural resources. Somehow, they are going to have access to it. But it is not about natural resources. Well, so when natural resources is one compelling factor, but we should go beyond natural resources. It is time we begin to think beyond natural resources. It is not about natural resources. They are afraid of the economic power that will come from Africa when Africa divide along tribal line. Because you see, they know, they are afraid for you to know what they know. So it is not about natural resources. If you are thinking that it is because of natural resources, my brother, somehow you are right, but you are not right completely. You are getting the main point very wrong. The point here is that they are afraid of you adopting the system that made them what they are today. And what is that system? Dividing your country along tribal line. And that is what we want to do. That is exactly the brain we want to bring to Biafra. We want to bring Biafra, and Biafra will be divided along tribal line. That Efik, Ijo, Ichekiri, all these people will be the confederated state of Biafra. You are going to have your own government, your own autonomy, make decision, control your natural resources. If you have 1 trillion ton of whatever you have in your land, you control it. And we are going to have the central government. And it is going to be joint military. The military is going to be like a NATO. If anybody is attacked, the entire Biafra will come. So we are going to have one common defense system. One common defense system. You see, just like this Europe is a little bit different. Europe is, they have countries and all that. And within this country of Europe, there are countries that have autonomy, that have also autonomy within their own countries. Believe me, this is what they don't want us to do. This is what they don't want you to do. The Europeans discover that when they are together as one bunch people with different background, different culture, different language, different understanding, different thinking, things were not working. Things were not working. From 1940, 1930s, 1950s, 1960s, when these countries in Europe were still in one big for nothing country, there were no progress. In fact, do you know that, let me tell you, when they tell you that in Nigeria, in a Benin or so, or is it in Ibadan or so, they have television before Switzerland. They have television, TV in Nigeria or in Yoruba land. Yoruba land, they have TV before Switzerland. Do you know why? Do you know why Yoruba were able to have television before some countries in Europe? Because that time the economy was divided along tribal line. You have, they call it region. They call it regional government. They call it region. It is not region. It was divided along tribal line, and the tribe were allowed to develop and govern themselves. And also, we were told that during that time, Oduduwa, Yoruba have their embassies, their consulate, even in the United Kingdom. And according to them, they even had their own passport. Oduduwa you see today, Yoruba people you see today, had their and the tribe were allowed to develop and govern themselves. And also
had how far? What you are hearing here are the importance of disintegration. When we are talking about disintegration, it is not against any individual. It is not against any person. It is not against anybody. It is for everyone to grow in their own space at their own speed. It is for everyone to achieve success. It is for everyone to attain a wonderful height and grow. That is why we are asking for this integration. But each time we talk about it, the enemies of Biafra, the enemies of progress, the envious and jealous idiots, they begin to make it that it is about the Biafra, it is about the Igbo people, it is about it. We are asking that every human being can live a meaningful life. Is that too much to ask? The British that is supporting you to have one Nigeria, they know that you being in one Nigeria, you cannot succeed. The British that is telling you to be together, they know that putting you together was a mistake in the first place. But they continue to support your being together because it serves their own purpose. Because it serves their interest. Because you are the only one dying, you are the one suffering. It doesn't concern them. But I bet you, the Biafran people have earned this very atrocity. The Biafran people, under the command of our Prime Minister, Ekpa, with the Biafran government, we are ending this madness. It is going to end in our own era. And there is nothing anybody can do. Here it is.
And the tribe were allowed to develop and govern themselves. And also, we were told that during that time, Oduduwa, Yoruba have their embassies, their consulate, even in the United Kingdom. And according to them, they even had their own passport. Oduduwa you see today, Yoruba people you see today, had their own passport. Do you know why they were able to go to that length? Because it was along tribal line. So Yoruba people was fighting to make sure they are the best in Nigeria. And they're actually the best. They were the best. They were able to have television station before Switzerland. So now, where did they get it wrong? Where did they get it wrong? They get it wrong when they gave up this opportunity to govern themselves along tribal line. They gave it up to Nigeria. And the problem of Nigeria and the problem of Yoruba started from there. Today, they can't boast of anything. Everything gone into the thin air. The embassy, the passport, the Yoruba people travel to London. Before they go to London, the British government have their data. That was how good and organized the Yorubas were. So why it has become imperative for me to teach this state in a different way is that a lot of people are having misconception of what Biafra is going to be. So we are going to have the confederating state of Biafra along tribal line. For those who are saying Igbo is going to dominate you is a fallacy. For those who are saying Ijo is going to dominate you is a fallacy. For those, I don't think we should even be arguing about Igbo domination because it is nowhere. But that is by the way. So what we are talking about now is the government, the system of government of Biafra. What is it going to be like? So anybody that is telling you that leave the people alone or leave that people alone, the people are just they are just being a nuisance because they don't either they understand what is actually going on or they just decided not to understand what we are talking about. So what we are talking about is that the confederated state will be divided along tribal line. All ethnic group making up Biafra will be the confederated state because That is what Europe, that is what the Western world have done, and they are progressing today. So that when you are arguing with somebody from EFIC, you don't need to impose your ideas, your culture, how you can progress to somebody who is from EFIC. You don't need to go to Ijo to impose your own culture, your ideas, how to make Ijo nation a better nation. You don't need to impose it. Ijo people will rise up. Ijo people will decide what they are going to do, how they are going to develop. Of course, we are going to be watching. We are going to be, our own is that it is going to be competition. Competition. We want every confederated state in Biafra to progress and build infrastructure. We want to see road. We want to see houses. We want to see good atmosphere. We don't want to see dust. We don't want to see dust where you'll be roasting. Of course, there is nothing like suya, but in Nigeria now, where you are roasting suya, you don't know which one is pepper. You don't know which one is dust. When you see all this man roasting suya, the suya is red. You think you are eating pepper and you are eating suya. This thing, you are eating dust. You are eating dust, poison.
You have just listened to the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Israel, explaining to you the importance of the breakup and telling you Biafrans what you stand to enjoy. We are talking of a federating states. Nigeria is going to practice federalism, where every region will be on their own and grow at their own space. For those of them who are scared of being dominated, nobody is going to dominate anybody. Even Mazen Nanekano said it, that we don't have minority in Biafra. We are all majority. People of equal representation. Whatever resources you have in your area, you use it and develop your area. Nobody is going to come down on anybody, to control or ride on anybody. Biafra is going to be a very sane society where people can grow in their own space at their own speed. That is the nation we want to create. Wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Kabiama, please be focused as we are drawing very close to the restoration of independent state of Biafra. A lot of things are going to happen. So many propagandas are going to come. So many blackmails are going to come. Do not be deceived. Do not allow anybody to deceive you. Do not allow anybody to deceive you. As the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra is drawing near, every hand must be on deck. If you know what you can do to support, please do not hesitate and don't wait for somebody to come and force you. If you know the role you can play, it is now, not tomorrow. Begin to play your own role. From 29th of this month up until 5th, the convention is going to commence. And on the 2nd, to be precise, declaration we made. This convention is one of the most important pillars that is going to activate Biafra. Many documents are going to be generated and important personalities are going to be there to confirm everything. We cannot wait until this 2nd of December. Wherever you are watching from, 2nd of December will mark the beginning of our exit. And after then, the Biafran government have gotten every documentation and legal mandate from the Biafran people to guide and protect Biafran land, to secure Biafran land. And they will definitely do so. My fellow Biafrans, I appreciate every one of you. As I said, our Prime Minister is going to come in live. Our Prime Minister is coming live on space, and we have to take our rest so that we can join our Prime Minister on X when he's going to come. Don't miss the program. I will not take much of the time so that we can prepare and join our Prime Minister on X as he comes on. Before we go and end this program, hear this from our Prime Minister.
I will be here to fight because freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is coming from abroad. Freedom is coming from the United Nations. Freedom is coming from Washington, D.C. Freedom is coming from the European Union. Freedom is not coming from Africa. Freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is not coming from Abuja. Freedom is coming from America. It's coming from Europe. You don't know that, know it. No matter how sad and bad it sounds. But that is the fact. So why should I go to Nigeria where freedom is not coming from? It's coming from here. I will be here Biafra freedom will come from diaspora. I promised them for many years, since 2021, that I will bring the Biafra freedom from diaspora. I want you to look around yourself. Is it not coming from diaspora? They thought they have locked everywhere. If you go to Nigeria, they kill you. If you do, they will challenge you. Come to Nigeria, so we'll take you serious. Come to Nigeria. Because I will not come to Nigeria. If you want to die, go and put yourself in war. I will not come to Nigeria. I will be here to fight for my people, and I will be here and free my people from Nigeria. When Queen Elizabeth was controlling you in Nigeria and doing amalgamation, was she there? Was she there? Queen Elizabeth, the same Londugard, was she there? I will do like her. I will be here and free Biafra, and then I will come to unify Biafra people after Biafra has been recognized. I will be here to fight because freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is coming from abroad. Freedom is coming from the United Nations. Freedom is coming from Washington, D.C. Freedom is coming from the European Union. Freedom is not coming from Africa. Freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is not coming from Abuja. Freedom is coming from America. It's coming from Europe. You don't know that, know it. No matter how sad and bad it sounds. But that is the fact. So why should I go to Nigeria where freedom is not coming from? It's coming from here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my fellow Biafrans, for joining on this very short broadcast. Let us go and prepare for the broadcast of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa on X. Thank you, and may Njoku continue to guide and protect every one of you that has participated on this program. Stay blessed, and may Njoku guide and protect you.
Today, by the power conferred on me as the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, and after you have voted for the open gate for the Biafra freedom, which is 100% vote, this charter has become a law, and Biafra Helsinki Declaration.
So, Ayala, Umo Biafra Nala, Ayala Nalanso, Umbano Kailawa, Aka Puchoma, Aka Puchoma, we are unstoppable. We are indefatigable. The 14 states of Biafra. One. Ayana. Chidere. Oh, they go ya. Chidera in Biafra. Ayala wala. Mandi no n'obodo Igbo. Mandi no na Nigeria. Mandi no na mba ụwa ọzọ dị iche iche. Obi Kadawala. Ọ̀nà pààyàn n'ugwu na ndịda. Oge ụnụ anyị erugo. Webe ọṅụ. Webe ọṅụ. Webe ọṅụ. Eluigwe na-enwe ọṅụ. Aha. Anyị apụọ. Anyị apụọ. Ana m anụ ya. Na so. Bayaba. Ah. Shuka. Waya. Na so we dey do am. Papa tiri ya nwayo. Mama gbara m egwu a. Nwayọ. Ụmụaka ụmụ Biafra ụmụ ọma. Anyị a na-anọ. N'obodo ọma ahụ. Obodo kwere anyị na nkwa. Ekene otito dị n'ọbasi nke igwe. Eze chite aka abịa m ụra. Onye na-etinye ụzọ ebe ụzọ na-adịghị. Odumala. Biafra, omen, ụna.